Okay, this is part two of my presentation on chaos magic. And these are some questions that are directed at the chaos magicians. So I'm to understand basically that chaos is defined as the thing responsible for the origin and continued action of events. Number two, I am also to understand that chaos magic claims that belief can be a magical force. Number three, there is the hope of the to consciously choose one's beliefs, hoping to apply belief as a tool rather than a relatively unchanging part of one's personality. And finally, number four, the most important, various psychological techniques are employed in order to induce flexibility of belief. Okay, so one more thing. This number five. I am to understand that the belief that one can change their subjective experience and objective reality through performing different acts, manipulative or magical by nature. That's what I am understanding the definition of chaos magic to be. Now, I put that phrase in there, manipulative or magical by nature, because the encyclopedia article had mentioned that the certain chaos magicians disagreed about being able to change things just through magic. So I put manipulative there. By manipulative, I mean being able to orchestrate events and make them happen according to your own will, basically. So, with this understanding, what about uh, September 11th? Okay, you have terrorists who have a belief, which is a magical force. And by their manipulation, crash some planes into the World Trade Centers. Now, in this belief system the chaos magicians have, there's only logically two conclusions you can come to. Number one, that September 11th never happened and that it was just an illusion. Or number two, that September 11th did happen, but was a good thing because that act of terrorism was promoting chaos. Because once again, chaos is a good thing or a correct thing because of the very reason that it is the thing responsible for the origin and continued action of events. Number two, George Bush sends some troops into Iraq, and they're still duking it out with the Middle Easterners to this day. Middle Eastern terrorists, in clarification. What I want to focus on is not the act of George Bush. I want to focus on all the chaos and demolition that's going on over there. Okay, logically, in order to be logically consistent, you would have to be rejoicing because, once again, chaos is the thing responsible for the origin and continued action of events. Chaos is a good thing, especially when thousands of our soldiers are dying, as well as innocent civilians. That's a good thing because that's promoting chaos. And if we don't have chaos, the world is just going to stop turning. We're just going to stop growing as a society. And everything that we've come to know and love is going to disappear. Yeah, right. That's the first thing. That should be about the only response that you should have logically. If you're going to be logically consistent with this whole thing here about chaos being the thing responsible for the origin and continued action of events. The other thing is Obama declares that he's going to have the troops come home. What is your reaction as a chaos magician? There's only one reaction. Obama, you need to keep those guys over there. We want to see some chaos. We love the chaos. We love seeing this chaos, man. You gotta leave those men over there. We don't want them coming home. We don't want them coming for furlough. We want them to duke it out, and we want to see some chaos. Because chaos, Obama, is the thing responsible for the origin and continued action of events. If you're going to be logically consistent, you have to believe this way. And if you don't believe this way, then that means that you are, one, logically inconsistent, and two, that you have a personal agenda. What that personal agenda is, well, it's the same old trap that's always used to suck people into magic or the occult or anything. It is the appeal to power and control, and most importantly, a person's ego, their pride. Chaos magic is a step on the stairway that leads to hell. And it will lead you there if you stay and continue to practice it. How do I know this? Joe, how do you know this? You're not even a chaos magician. Well, I talked about the man who promoted chaos earlier, and he basically told me that because I had no experience with the occult whatsoever, that I was insignificant. Now, self-esteem is not my issue here. My issue is this. There's lots of people on this planet and on YouTube who don't practice magic, and they're not Christian. So, he's proud. He's full of pride. He doesn't just have a little pinch of pride. He just doesn't have a little test tube of pride. No, he is full of it. He is full of pride. And that is where it's going to lead you practitioner. It's going to lead you there. I don't want you to go there, but if you choose to stick with chaos magic, that is your decision, and I am most certainly not going to twist your arm. You have every right to believe the way that you do, but I'm just telling you, there's going to be consequences for it. It's not right to view people in this light or think this way about other people. It's not about me exerting my power over somebody else and proving that I'm better than them. But that's the very heart of chaos magic. Once again, it is magical terrorism. Psychological terrorism. And that's chaos. And once again, if you believe chaos, then to you that's a good thing. It's good to wreak terrorism, magical terrorism, psychological terrorism. That's a good thing because you're enforcing your point of view over another person. That's all I gotta say. There's nothing more to say. It's just sad. But in closing, I will say that in doing my research on secret societies, I ran into the same kind of philosophy. So this isn't the first time I've run into this philosophy. I've discovered it in a few secret societies as well that I've done some research on. It's sad, but it's true. People actually do believe this way, and it makes me sick. It really does. But anyway, that's my thing. Feel free to comment. If you want to flame, go ahead. I don't care. But that's all I got to say.